What's going on YouTube? This is RioBC and today a special video for you guys. Why is it special? Well, look at our subscriber count. You guys did it. You got us up to 3,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. It's a milestone for us. We also actually hit 400,000 views on the same day, so that was kind of cool. But anyways, the video, if you haven't read by the title, I don't even know why I always say that, but yeah, my top five favorite games of all time. Now I want to thank shadowcrosser X, a huge fan of ours since pretty much the beginning, for suggesting this question as our 3,000 subscriber special, so I want to thank him. Shout out to him. His channel will be in the description. I'll make sure to put a link to his channel. He's been like one of our best fans since almost the beginning. So anyways, let's get to the top five. So I'm actually going to start off with a couple honorable mentions just because it's a top five. Like, I really want to make this like a top 20 because there's so many good games out there. But yeah, well, what can you do? It's only a top five, but I am gonna add some honorable mentions. So I don't know. Maybe this list will surprise you guys. Not many Xbox games. In fact, only one is on here. So, anyways, let's get to it. So the first honorable mention is Pokemon, and more specifically Pokemon Sapphire. This is my first ever Pokemon game for Game Boy, I believe, and I enjoyed that. I put so many hours into that game. I beat it multiple times, and I even had a friend who had a action replay or whatever, the thing that you could hack the game with and get like unlimited rare candies and stuff, and it was all good. It was so fun to just do whatever you wanted to do. And this is a Pokemon game. You have to give some respect to Pokemon. I haven't played any of the recent ones just because I don't have DS anymore or anything, but yeah, it was a good game, and I have to give it some props because it was my first ever Pokemon game. So the other honorable mention that I'm bringing to you guys is this game right in front of you, the one you're watching, GTA 5. Now this one, I mean, it's been near and dear to my heart. It's only been out for a year, unlike some of these games that have been out for however long they've been out. But yeah, GTA 5, what a great game. Just the open world. You can do pretty much whatever you want within the limits of the cops. I mean, they're going to come up and give you 5 stars eventually, but you can pretty much do whatever you want. So, gotta give some props to GTA 5 as well. So, let's hit the actual top 5 now. So, my fifth favorite game of all time is GoldenEye, and there's two different versions of this. There's one for the Wii and there's one for the N64, and I started on N64. This is my first ever console. I mean, it wasn't mine, it was my uncle's, I don't know, maybe my grandma's. It was at my grandma's house, so every time we went there we'd play this, and she had GoldenEye and Mario Kart, and Mario Kart will be coming up in this list, trust me guys. But yeah, GoldenEye, and I also had the version for Wii, the remake for Wii after it came out, and it was so fun. It was the first ever, like, good co-op game for N64, like, shooter, and it was my first ever shooter, and it was a fun game, guys, even though the graphics are way worse than they are today. Really great game, and if you have a Wii or an N64, I'd recommend checking out this game. So, my fourth favorite game of all time is Call of Duty World at War. This is my favorite Call of Duty of all time. If you've watched my recent videos, I mentioned that. But yeah, it's my favorite COD, but it's also my fourth favorite game of all time, just because of like the setting. It's so cool, like you almost feel like you're in World War II. There's a whole bunch of guns that are just from World War II, and it's just I don't even know. It's just a fun game. It's my favorite COD. I've already said that like 6 times. And I wish it wasn't hacked, but oh well. What can you do? So my third favorite game of all time is Underground World or Need for Speed World at War. Need for Speed Underground. This was on the PS2. And this is my favorite racing game of all time. So take GTA, let's say, remove like all the shooting, all like the cops, I guess, and you have Underground. It's like an open world. You can win races, you can make money, use this money to upgrade your car, buy new cars, use these cars to win more races, and it's just such a fun game, and it's such a great game, especially for PS2. It's a really old game. I think it was made in like 2000. I don't even know, like 5 maybe? 2004? So it's really good for its time, and once again, I recommend if you have a PS2, check it out. So my second favorite game of all time is Star Wars Battlefront 2. This was my first like real shooter that I actually played a lot, because GoldenEye I did play a little bit, but that was only when I went to my grandma's house. But this was like my first ever like legit. I played this a bunch and I enjoyed it so much. It was so fun just like doing everything, and there's actually kind of like some Battlefront-esque type things in newer EA shooter games like Battlefield, and you can just kind of tell it's like all the command points, and you can capture all this stuff, and it's just a great game, guys. Once again, I'm gonna say this pretty much for every game. I would recommend checking it out if you haven't yet. So my favorite game of all time, obviously it has to be Mario Kart. I mean, who would disagree? There's so many different games. I can't really narrow it down to one. My first ever Mario Kart, in fact, my first ever game was probably Mario Kart N64, but there's so many different versions of it, and I just can't narrow it down to one. So we're just gonna go with the whole series, the whole Mario Kart series. So that's all, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please tell me in the comments section below. Like, subscribe if you haven't yet. Shout out to shadowcrosser one more time, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.